The election took place via secret ballot in the General Assembly Hall, with an overwhelming majority voting in favor of the 5 countries in line with the regular distribution among regions. 1 seat for the African group, 1 seat for the Asia-Pacific group, 2 seats for the Western European and others group, and 1 for the Latin American and Caribbean group. Elected countries, many represented by their foreign ministers, expressed their appreciation at their country's election, adding that this comes with huge responsibility.
We want basically reforms. I mean, the Security Council of today reflects the world after the end of the Second World War. So Africa should be a permanent member of the Security Council. It's not something we can change overnight, but we will continuously working for reforming the UN institutions.
This was not the only election that took place here in New York on Thursday. The former Prime Minister of Cameroon, Philemon Yang, was elected President of the 79th General Assembly, replacing Dennis Francis.
Samir El Kurd.
There was a somber mood on the other end of the UN headquarters as the world body paid tribute to 188 UN personnel who lost their lives in 2023 in the line of duty. Speaking at the ceremony, Antonio Guterres says he was personally devastated that despite their best efforts, the UN could not protect its personnel in Gaza. 135 of those remembered were UNRWA staff killed in Gaza.
Our UNRWA personnel lived and died as representatives of the international community in Gaza, and that community deserves an explanation. The United Nations has sought the consent of family members for the inclusion of their loved ones' names in today's service. This is the practice established by our rules. Unfortunately, we were unable to contact many of the family members of our UNRWA colleagues because they have either been killed or forced from their homes by Israeli military operations.
And while the Secretary-General continues his call for an end to the fighting, should the war between Israel and Hamas continue, the newly elected members to the Security Council will have their work cut out for them in an already polarized council when they begin their 2-year terms in January. Jody Jacobs, CGTN, New York.